Hi Gemini, this is your forecast for the month of February 2018. This is a general reading for Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, or Gemini Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. You can join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/thealchemistastrologer, where you can find on-demand pages for love, finance, and other readings. Your weekly readings will always be free here on YouTube, but if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'm now at patreon.com/thealchemistastrologer, and all of this information is down below in the description box. Now, the underlying energy is this Ten of Wands, and so you may have a lot of plans. And maybe you're overworked, you're overburdened, and it weighs on your health as shown through that Five of Pentacles. Maybe it's a lot of family obligations, maybe, obligations with friends. Maybe you're working on your property. Maybe you're working as a real estate agent. Maybe there's some burdens connected to a purchase. For some of you, maybe somebody's been put out and a homeless shelter is somehow in the mix. Or you're dealing with issues of rejection or estrangement, or you're focused on some family property, or you're taking action because a family member is ill, or there's a lack of success or faith in a situation. Somebody may be dealing with an issue of unemployment. But for some of you, maybe there's some good news. There's some resistance to an illness. So this is about some completion. It's the 10. You're at the end of a cycle. And either you feel like you've got too much on your plate and you're feeling the pressure, you feel trapped, like you can't control what's happening, or you did a little bit too well. You're a victim of your own success and you're struggling with that. So you're at a crossroads during this month about how much you can take on. What's being asked of you? Can you deal with any more stress, any more obligations, any more demands, any more tension? And this is a month to make changes that you need to for the better. Taking some time out for yourself, making some small changes, rearranging some things, letting go of some things, delegating, giving up what's not necessary so something better can take its place. It could also be that somebody is blowing something out of proportion. Again, the Five of Pentacles could very well be, hey, it's not that bad. And there's always help if you need it. You can always call on Source. It's always there for you. Some of you, that Five of Pentacles may even represent some inclement weather. Maybe it's really snowy or cold. But you are attached to a situation and you're holding on to it, and it's weighing on you. It's testing your power of endurance, and your intensity about it, or someone connected to you, may be the real problem. This is about you making some changes that will bring about your success, taking action for success, changing the way you work, changing the way you think, working on your health, working on your relationships, and those things that don't work, letting those go. For those of you who are using the Ten of Wands as being resistant to something, you're making excuses. There's a lack of faith because you're not trying. You're staying in a rut. You're breaking promises, not only to yourself, but to other people. And it's because of that lack of faith that is causing you to blow something out of proportion and misconstrue the facts. This is about you, being very ambitious perhaps and riding high on your success, getting some kind of recognition. But in other cases, it's about you needing to appreciate yourself, needing to love yourself. Now, hopefully, you're going to experience some relief from some tough circumstances. Maybe you've made some small gains. Maybe you're dissatisfied because the gains haven't been what you thought. You put in a lot of effort and you got very little result back. There's some kind of obstacle that you're still facing. Some of you are working in ways that, require a lot of physical effort and labor. Some of you may be moving out of a family home and you're having to move a lot of property or possessions. Others of you, again, you're dealing with some kind of violation of trust, and there's some worry behind it. You may be taking on other people's responsibility, or there are issues where there's been deception or cheating, or you haven't been using your talents in the best way possible. But again, this is closing out some kind of cycle. This is about your effort at getting success, recognition, achieving something, and whether you're going about that constructively. There are going to be some changes that take place, and they focus on you gaining greater independence, having more freedom, and looking at those things that tie to your destiny, to your future, your circumstances, the people involved. And you have no major cards in this spread, which says that even though you may not be making the final decision, you do have some control. You have more options, more alternatives to consider than you may immediately realize. You're weighing your options about something. Again, it could have to do with your finances or what's the best choice for you. Maybe it centers around some opportunity or having to juggle multiple obligations or responsibilities or multiple opportunities. And you're doing a review about something that is approaching you and whether you want to take it or not. And you'll have to listen to your instincts about whether that's a good choice for you. And this centers around some kind of gain or loss. Now, this may center around teaching, or again, some parent-child interaction, or there's a relationship that you're involved in that has a great age difference or perhaps a great role difference. But this is a month where you need to enjoy life. You need to indulge in some pleasures. You need to appreciate nature, be outside. Or you find that you put in a lot of work, a lot of effort, and that responsibility is starting to pay off for you. You may have some new plans. There are some things that you're involved in that are just beginning, and you're taking some action, and you're motivated. You're seeing just the tip, that tease toward the excitement of what is about to come for you. All right, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. And of course, you can always book a personal reading at thealchemistastrologer.com.